Oh, what's good, everybody? It is us again, ready to do what we do on Tuesday nights. And you already know the man that's coming down this crazy path with me. We got Plan 88. What's good, Phantom? Oh,
Yo,
shit,
what is
wait a minute.
good, CJ? What's up?
How you doing?
Wait, you just got onto the Plan 88?
Oh, man, it's all jumping. Yep, it just reverberated. What's happening? You got duplicates and clones going on. What's happening out there?
Oh my gosh, man. 13, a snoozer. 14, oh, we can talk about that.
Oh, there's some things going on, man. I'm telling you, they're trying to bring some things home. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of action, but they were going in depth about some things that are coming up and about to happen. Like, I am here for it. I am loving this season. Like, what do you think about this season as a whole so far?
Besides these like slow, fillery episodes, I'm digging the season. Because it seems like they're like this whole mad scientist angle here with that one guy saying like, oh, he's been like, excommunicated because you're doing some shady experiments. I'm like, hold up here. I need to know more about these experiments he's been damn doing with these clones, even outside of these damn clones.
It's like, what is happening? What is going on? We're about to talk about all of it. The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 13. This one's just simply called Taboo. And we open with our crew aiding Fee in one of her liberating of ancient wonders dealings. And as usual, our girl is 3 steps ahead of the game. Like, the crew she is dealing with is just trying to screw over at every step, but she outmaneuvers them every part of the way. Like, they had no shot against our girl.
And
She
I
saw
loved it. They
from
even had Omega learning as well. And she just tried to like before she even drank the cup, she was like, ain't gonna poison me. I don't know where I think it was like almost that same insect, or maybe it was like a species, same like class species. Because remember in Clone Wars, they try to like, what was it? I think try to like kill Padme the same way with that
Mhm.
other assassin. So I was like, oh, should I try to do the same thing with me right here?
Yep,
It's like,
bring
no,
it.
no, not gonna happen.
And what's up? Like, does he have that thing just perfectly trained? Are they trainable? Because why wouldn't it just bite him or attack him when he let it out of the cage?
Yeah, it seems like it.
So I mean, that's like a pet or a trained thing. Like, I don't know. That was just kind of weird. But quick shout out to the quick glimpse of cameos we got from R2D2 and C3PO just rolling through with a quick dark shot in the background. Like, I see you. I was like, oh,
Dang, I didn't see that.
hell yeah, they had both of them in there rolling through the bar. I was like, nice. I love that kind of stuff. Just the little Easter eggs. But yeah, old boy told Fee she should have brought more backup, but little did he know she had all the backup she needed because the boys were there and ready. Because yeah, it was on. And speaking
Yep.
of training, was like the plan of like of or was it like the plan or natural instincts when like Fee grabbed the artifact and Omega grabbed the money once all the shit started going down? Because our girls weren't leaving anything behind.
Nope. Again, they were training freaking Omega, Omega been training, how to be like one of the clones of the Bad Batch. And now she's training to be like me. At this point, you don't even need Sid.
And we already see they don't need her at all because they about to bounce on her. It's been many rotations and like they've had enough.
Yeah, it was
But
like
Omega,
20 rotations. They didn't see damn Sid. I'm like, oh shoot, they meant business. Like you left us to die, no food rations, nothing several episodes back. Get out of here, Sid.
right? Just a couple episodes after we saved your ass from a gully, like hell no, hell to the no. But Omega is nice with that bow now. Like when she shot that big bell light perfectly off of what it was hanging from to drop on that gangster, like she'd be giving Guy a run for his money at this point.
Uh-oh. Too soon, too soon.
He said too soon. I'm telling you, my girl is nice with hers. So the crew, of course, get away like easy peasy. Like this is literally just fun for them, and they need to have some fun since we see, like we were just saying, it's been quite a few rotations since they've been in contact with Sid. They finally learned their lesson and are cutting ties with that crooked ass lizard. You think this is going to be a good thing or hazardous in the end?
I say it could be hazardous because the more money she's losing out with without having a bad badge, seems like you know what? F these people. I'm gonna call up the Empire. I know where these people are. Especially now, once we get to episode 14, could be playing some Sid in there.
Yeah, that's a messed up. Like they have made you plenty of money. You have screwed them over every step of the way. Like you have more than gotten yours. Like get back. Like beat feet. But I don't know. You think Sid would have ever like placed a tracker or some sort of like something like that on the Marauder in case the crew ever did try to dip on
If I was Sid, I would have.
her?
Sid seems like the type of person that would do it.
Like maybe like could they ever get away, or would she always be able to track where they're at?
Because oh no, for a second I was like she obviously could have tracked them before when they lost their ship,
Yeah, that's true.
but then she knew where they were because she sent them there to get that
Right. She knew
minerals
the
and
planet. Just maybe not there was a ship. Once Fee hears that they've had it with Sid, she actually takes him to her secret home, Pabu, which is at first glance, it seemed like an island paradise. I was like, okay, this might be the spot.
they're too good. Every place cannot be perfect in this freaking galaxy.
You already know. You start getting your hopes up and watch out. But this is where Fee's own family lives. Like, were you a little shocked that she brought him there, like to her own secret homeworld?
Yeah, I would say kind of shocked because again, these are the Bad Batch. They're kind of like wanted people. Sid, she literally just had a message from. She heard a message from Sid saying that she can get her comeuppance from them like not returning to her. So I'm like, I don't know.
I'm like, why would Fee bring him here? Like, is it because so they'll have her back or always have her back? Or like maybe just so her niece could have a friend of her own age because she
And
knows
that's
her.
another thing. It's like eventually they're gonna have to retire. Omega like has to be around people like her own age, not as clones and whatnot. Sounds
Let her
like
have
the second thing.
let her have some sort of childhood.
Yeah.
Or is it just that she's ready to step up her relationship with our boy Tech, and this makes it a little easier and like, more accessible?
Even like freaking Rex is like, oh, I got competition with this guy. Like
Right?
what?
I told y'all. I was telling you earlier. You're like, no, that ain't happening. I'm telling you, this is gonna happen. You're like, no, that ain't happening. I'm like, this woman has eyes for this man. But either way, the boys haven't heard Omega laugh like this in quite some time. And like I said, this seems to be a good place for her. And not just her, like Wrecker, for the first time in memory, is full. Our guy is never full. I was dying.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, if this is where they like retire and they don't die, I'll be happy. This is how, Bad Batch should end. Doing one last mission, one last score, and just chilling in this planet, empire free.
Come back, and if they get taken out, they get taken out by the ocean. And I mean, nature did it, and what's what. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a great place to retire. But yeah, like I said, it just all seemed to be going a little too well. Like, weren't you just waiting for that other shoe to drop?
Of course. And out of nowhere, the tremors happen. I'm like, of course. Of
Here we
course.
I thought it was going to be the other way. I thought Sid was going to send like the Empire or something like that. Like they were going to
That
bring.
too. That's what I thought. Because they literally said that, oh, the Empire's not going to come here. We have like little resources. And if not, we can handle it. And I'm like, damn, you just dropped the E word. They're going to.
Right? As soon as you say that, I'm surprised they didn't come mopping in like out of warp speed or some shit. But yeah, exactly. It's just like, I thought they were kind of doomed that way. And Sid, she already said, Fee already said that, like, that's the kind of shit Sid would do. She's not the kind of person you want to cross. And she said, don't think that this is, that I'm just threatening you. Like, this is fact. This is going to happen. But just as I was wondering what was going to happen, the entire island started to rumble. And I was like, oh, snap. We about to have a kaiju attack up in this bitch. But I thought, like,
Watching too much Godzilla.
then I thought maybe like the island was an active volcano, like getting ready to blow. But nay, 'twas nothing more than a what now? A sea surge? Like, were the riders on brownies for this one? What is happening?
I was like, wow, of all things, like this is it. Even like the people were like, oh, this is casual trivia that we normally do have. Blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
a sea surge. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Okay, we're going back to Kittyland here, I guess. But
Hey, it's like the Invincible episode we had last week. You do too much, animation and stuff one episode. We got to tone it down for the following episode. So maybe that's what happened. They could have put another kaiju in here. So they did this, sea tremor thing with the ocean.
no kaiju, just the ocean getting active. So the early warning sea surge alarm starts to sound just a while after Hunter already let everybody know shit's about to go down. And like, was that tide like, was the tide that strong, or was like Leanna just that shit of a skipper? Because like, you might not be going into shore, but you're going backwards. Just turn the boat around. Why would you let your boat like get smashed into rocks like that?
Again, you need conflict. And you need that bow to be smashed to boost it up.
Dude,
Because
I'd
at
say
that
that,
point, they could have survived and been
yes.
okay.
Dude, steer that shit. Power out to sea. Do not just jump ship and let your shit. I mean, I'm not trying to jump in an ocean in the middle of a tsunami. Like, what are you? Be smarter. Come on now. Both of you should have been smarter than that. But our crew rushed to save the town folk while Hunter heads to the ship to save the little ones. And save them he does, just in a nick of time. And I can't believe it took until just now that I was figuring out that this is 100% a total filler episode.
Of course, man. I knew that from jump. The way how they just like beginning, I was like, okay, is it be a filler or not? But the moment they went to Fee's place, I'm like, okay, there's gonna be a filler here. Then the tremor happened. I'm like, okay, what's the tremor from? Okay, still back to filler. Still no Empire. I'm like, no Sid. I'm like, all right, calm before the storm, I guess. Since there's only like what 3 more episodes left.
Unbelievable. So the crew saved the islanders, but realized it's going to take several rotations to build the island back. And Hunter got the notion to stay and help. And of course, Tech had the same idea. And like, tell me you didn't just notice how quick Fee was. Like, oh, did you now, Tech? Like, tell me that you're trying to tell me not to ship these two. Come on. You're going to tell
Yeah,
me.
this is the only like couple in this entire series that I'm gonna be shipping. Technically,
We're finally on board. This is happening.
yep, it's happening.
I feel it. So the crew decided to stay a while and helped out since they have nowhere else to go. And I don't know. Do you think Sid's going to locate him and send the Empire before too long?
I'm like 80-20. Or should I say 20-80? Like 20% might happen because they're already based on episode 14. It seems like they're practically on their way to the Empire as it is, unless on the way to the prison. The Empire catch them. All things aside.
Feel it. Oh, that's this episode. As usual, got just a couple trivia questions. If you know these answers, put them in the comment section down below. Just 3 quick ones. Who was Fee working a deal with in the beginning of the episode?
No clue.
If you know that answer, put it in the comment section down below. I know you know this one. How many rotations has it been since our crew's been in contact with Sid?
20.
20 indeed. And last but not least, what were the monkey creatures called?
I knew that was going to be a trivia one. They've been there on that planet long before their ancestors too. I'm like, dang.
Nope.
Monsoons. No clue.
Yeah, if you guys know that answer, put it in the comment section down below, and we're gonna keep it moving right on over to Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 14. This one's called The Tipping Point. And I mean, how badass were those clones like being transported? Like they were being guarded like straight up Hannibal Lecter style. Like just how scary were these cats?
Apparently, it reminds me of the time when that one person like jumped over that rail just to attack that judge. I'm like, come on.
He's like, there's like 3 of these cats, and they got a whole battalion trying to walk them in. Keep your head down. I was like, man, you're scared to death of these cats. But lucky for them, shortly after being on their way to wherever they were being taken, Echo and his new crew showed up to break them out. And he also like tried to like download their intel before it all got erased, but he was only able to recover some of it. And it's like heavily encrypted. So luckily he just happens to know somebody who can crack that code. You already know it is time for a Bad Batch reunion. What do you think?
Oh, I was like, yeah, there's only one other person. Of course, you got freaking Tech back. We need these two to reunite. They're like, well, how many episodes? Like 4, maybe?
Exactly.
5?
He tried telling our girl it hadn't been that long. It's been too long. We got to get him back. Let's get these Bad Batch crew back together. And for now, nobody knows like where the clones were being taken, only that others have gone and not been heard from since. So do we have like a Nazi situation occurring here? Is that what they're kind of leaning to?
Pretty much. Probably the same people that saw that, Clone Kaiju a couple episodes back that got rounded up, probably in there too.
That is messed up. Especially when that capo like heard he was about to be questioned sharply, and he was just quick to chomp on that electric pill. Like, oh man, just old school style. And speaking of like secret prisons and prisoners, Crosshair's still alive and is now being given a deal. If he helps locate the Bad Batch, they'll give him his freedom. So were you believing that at all, or are they just saying anything they can to try to get him to do what they want?
Hell no. To the no. You are not going to let him go. Come on. Now. It's classic villain. I'm gonna let you go if you tell me X, Y, and Z. I told you X, Y, and Z. Yeah, I'll let you go. Now it's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be death. That's
Right.
how you're gonna be let go.
Let you go to the afterworld. Oh man, Crosshair won't give them up though. Do you think that's because like they saved him back on Camino, or is he just like still loyal to his crew and just or is it just because he's a hardhead and just like refuses to cooperate with authority?
Loyal to the damn crew. Like, and it really opened his eyes in that previous episode when he freaking gunned down that douchebag. Like, seriously, the only thing you care about is like this freaking clone getting your orders and that's it. Like, nah, get the stepping. But even back in Camino, he wasn't gonna gun down his brothers. Come on,
But that's
and
crazy.
Omega.
Dr. Hemlock told Crosshair, if you think you're in trouble for shooting a commanding officer, you're not. I think that shows initiative. I was like, what? I was like, I knew this cat was evil, but is he for real with this? Talking about
Repeat it.
what's that?
Repeat what you just said.
Oh, when Dr. Hemlock told Crosshair, like, if you think you're in trouble for shooting a commanding officer, you're not. Like, I just think that shows initiative. I was just like, whoa, what did you
I
just say?
mean, is he wrong?
That's above and
I don't
beyond.
think anyone liked that officer at all for him to say that.
Yeah, but just like you're not in trouble. I mean, I just don't know if I'm believing this cat. You're not in trouble for shooting a commanding officer. Not only are you not in trouble, but I applaud it. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And like, did you see that evil little sneer that he gave when he was about to start torturing Crosshair? Like, I don't know. I need to see this doctor get his at some point.
What's this guy people who's like has like they have a fetish for pain? That's what they call them.
Oh, a
That
masochist?
guy, there we go. He falls in it.
Crosshair's a masochist?
Well, not Crosshair. That scientist guy.
Oh, the Dr. Hemlock?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his name is Hemlock. Get Ben.
Oh shoot, it is. I'm terrible at names. I thought you were just joking for a second.
No, that's his real name. Like, are you kidding me? It's like, get out
Oh,
of here.
that's huge red flags. When they were hiring people, they were like, "Wait a minute, your name is what?"
Dr. Hemlock, what? Like, you're a little too good for the job.
I'm more surprised that freaking Palpatine didn't hire this guy to be like his personal scientist. Honestly,
I'm sure.
unless he is on the down low. Well, we
I was
know.
about to say, I'm guessing Palpatine's the one who's in charge of all of it. And yeah, it's coming from up high and down to him. But that's crazy. So the rescued clones get taken back to talk with Senator Chuchi. Good to see her back in action. Like, she is, I don't know, she is very interesting to find out that where she wants to know where these clones are being taken. And it's awesome that they have somebody in the Senate actually truly on their side. Like, they need an ally.
Still breathing now.
Oh, you think Chuchi's going to get got in the end?
I hope so. Again, Disney, keep going this downward spiral that anyone can die at any moment. Kill the senator.
No, Chuchi's too cute. We need her to stay on the clone side. The clones need an ally in the Senate. They can't be killing little Chuchi.
Let it do. Let it done. I mean, her father's still a senator. Just let the father do it. Kill her.
She sends Echo to get the info to get decrypted, and we already know where he's going to do it. Like, we know who he's going to see. And then Crosshair remembers his Bad Batch roots and like ends up freeing himself, but he was in a bad way. Like, he could barely stand up at that point. I know if I was him, like right about now, I'd be climbing into one of those troopers like that I shot suit and just sneak around a little more easily. Like, he's just like, screw it, just walking around, just blasting everybody he sees. Like, man, he needs to get his spy game on.
Dang, when you think about it, he probably could have survived longer. But like his main goal was just like sending out a message. Like he knew he just could not escape. But so his main goal was just, okay, let me just at least send out a message to my crew and hopefully, they can believe me and not think that this is just, a ruse just to lure you guys here.
Right. They shot his, the last time he's kind of screwed him up. Like, is he crying wolf again or is it really happening? Like, that's messed up.
That woman could be like a help later on. Since he didn't like kill her, he just stunned her. Because every other person he went by past, he actually just gunned them down.
And it seems like she's not really liking him being tortured so much. Like, she stepped in and stopped him from being tortured as much as he was supposed to last time. And Hey, what's up, AK? He said, coming through, show some love. Good to see you out there. Hope you're feeling better. Definitely saw that. Hope you are feeling much better. And we will see you on Thursday for Invincible.
I bet Dr. Hemlock got a hold of AK. That's why she ain't feeling well.
You gotta watch out. My man is just evil in the background. But yeah, it's almost seeming like Crosshair is starting to remember who his real family is. Like even in like as deep water as he's in right now, his first move, like once freeing himself, was to try to get a warning out to the Bad Batch, like to hide because everybody's coming for Omega. So I mean that was pretty good. And he was, even though they shut that shit down quick, he was able to get enough out. So now they just got to make a decision.
Yep.
But it's funny, just as Crosshair was like passing out, Dr. Hemlock was walking in, and I was thinking to myself, like, what if this was all just like an elaborate scheme to let Crosshair escape so he would try to contact the Bad Batch and then he could just like backtrace it and see where him and then track him down from there. Like the last
Yep. That was another thing I was like, wait a minute, did he want him to escape? Because when he said, I have to leave this, see like what happened to that, ship that got attacked. I'm like, unless this is just an opportunity for him to try to escape, hopefully send a message out or leave just to get to the Bad Batch and just trace him. Like, God damn it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was starting to think he said all this stuff, but it wasn't quite that elaborate. We do, however, see who contacts Hemlock shortly after. It was none other than Governor Tarkin himself, who back in the day was still a governor, not an admiral yet. But he's calling to make sure Hemlock's whereabouts didn't get discovered in this whole prisoner breakout. So is it that where all the clones are being taken to that facility that's he's running to be like operated on and studied?
Not all of them, because even he was like, hey, if you could have just, give me all the clones, I have some use for them. Then he was like, we'll bring this up in the next meeting. Because at one point I was like, wait, are these other places they're taking all of them? But in reality, no. Because remember, some of them were being like, getting laid off, and they didn't know like what the hell they were going to do. But there was like no follow up. Oh, you're going to go here.
Right. But he was saying like you can bring those ones to me and I can change them or I can get to them, make them so they won't like change or say anything or act up or talk back. I was like, what is going on? So what kind of operation is he doing out there? And we saw like when Crosshair was walking through the hallways, we saw the other clones in those jail cells. So like, is that where they're going? Or are they killing, like, they taking all these other ones off and just like killing them somewhere? And then basically these are the ones that are not being killed off and are being studied, operated, I don't know, dissected. I don't know. It's weird. What's going on in this facility?
Man, it's like Auschwitz, man.
Yeah, it's no good. Because it seems like Governor Tarkin is extremely worried about that place's location being compromised. So what all is going down there if he's that worried about it? Like, I don't know. That's something serious happening. I need more answers. So now you have Hemlock saying if you send him clones, he can deal with them in other ways. Like, what other ways was he trying to, like, is he trying to give Vader a run for, like, the most evil bastard in the Empire? Like, what other ways is he talking about?
Nah, not at all. If anything, I would say, like, Vader is, like, Vader is evil, but he's not, like, sadistic, like, this is, like, Palpatine level evil.
Yeah, this guy's sadistic, for sure. Like, it's ridiculous.
But wait, hold on. You finished watching Mandalorian, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, this is kind of like it seems like they're trying to like go down the alley of how they try to clone that one guy, the character Esposito be playing. Look how the character he plays. Oh my god!
Who plays?
The actor Esposito.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember how he has his clones that can use the Force? It seems like it could be like going down this line.
He has a clone that can use the Force?
Yeah, remember those were the remember he was like literally like, creating clones that could like use the Force.
I thought he was trying, but they never got there or didn't get it because I didn't think a clone could use it.
I mean, before we got to see, they ended up like destroying and killing them.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Just say his word, yeah. That's crazy because I do like, yeah, they go back and forth about that, and I'm like, I don't think they can't. Like, I don't think clones can have chlorians account can have a high
Maybe I
metachlorian.
rewatch it, but that was like I thought that was like his whole purpose. That's why they got Baby Yoda, got the real name.
Well, yeah, that's why they wanted his blood, yeah, to do it, and they were trying to do it, and that's why they wanted him back. But I didn't think they had done it yet, or were able to achieve it yet. But I don't know. But back on Pabu, Echo and Hunter are like rehashing like an old topic, and it seems like Hunter's starting to be resolved and just staying right here on the island for a while. And he thinks it might be best for all of them to just chill, at least for now. And I think he is right. Like, let these guys just take a little vacation, if nothing else, just hang out,
Vacation, you need some like early retirement.
right? But Echo's all about staying in the battle and fighting for his brothers. And I mean, I get it. Like after what he was put through, like he doesn't want to see any other clone suffer ever. And I get it. Like, I mean, my man's got PTSD like nobody's business. But it sounds like our guy Hunter is just ready to put down the tasers for a while and just check out this island lifestyle. Like you said, he's about ready to just semi-retire.
Mm-hmm.
So
Speaking of which, you're training on freaking Omega how to fly, and you even got a damn seatbelt on. Like, oh my gosh.
get together. Where's the safety at? Let's go, girl. But she is getting it. She already got the tech turned down and everything. Like she is getting it. But yeah, that was he was definitely ready to just chill on this island. That was until Tech ended up cracking the code on that thing that Echo brought. And not only does it say where the prisoners were being taken and where they're being transported to, but it showed Crosshair was there too. So like you were saying earlier, Hunter's a little iffy on whether like it's a warning or a trap. But I don't know. I'm already guessing on which side they're gonna lean.
Yeah, regardless, they're gonna go.
Yeah, they gotta
Because
go.
one, their brothers are, being in prison, torture, God knows what. And then if the change Crosshair is there, hey, kick his ass or try again, convince him.
Feel it. Or it's a warning and he's trying to save us, so we gotta figure this out. But I'm hoping he does it quick because I don't know how much longer our boy's about to be able to hold out. They are literally putting him through it at this point. Like Crosshair is.
Honestly, I was surprised. I was surprised that he was actually, still under his own free will, because it kind of looked like in the previous episode they were going to try to reprogram him, but in reality they were just torturing him.
You thought they were going to go Winter Soldier on him?
Of course. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that actually does happen. But then during the last scene, we see that scientist chick was, has some empathy for him,
Yeah,
and see he
exactly.
didn't gun her down.
That's what I'm saying. It almost seems like that Dr. Amiri is going a little soft and might be about to crack because she doesn't seem to be like as much for the torturing as Hemlock is. Like he's just straight up grinning, enjoying it way too much. So I don't know. What do you think? Do we think the Bad Batch is just gonna like chill, or is they gonna join Echo and go on a mission to try to save Crosshair and the other clones?
Hey, you can't keep a good soldier down. You got to go help your brother.
He said he's going out. Like we got to get into it, get back in the fight. But yeah, there was not a lot of action in this one, but it gave us so much more of an important storyline, what's going on, and like a whole new direction. I was loving this one. How about you?
Yeah, I was liking it. First one, 13, I get to see that's like their end goal. Like one day when all of this is said and done, and when the series is over, and if everyone's still alive, they're just gonna retire on that island. Like that's what they seem like they're trying, foreshadow for us. And then until then, it's still this whole, experimenting with the whole clone genes and whatnot. Like what, the Empire's goal with that is, with Omega specifically.
I can't wait to see where this goes and what's up. We only got 2 more to find out, and then this is going to be the end of season 2 and roll right on into season 3. That's already, I don't even know if it's done or it's right there towards the end. Almost done. It's getting up there. So just keep it moving and going. So we will be back on Tuesday with that one. I just got one little quick trivia question for this one. See if anybody remembers. If you do, put it in the comment section down below. What were the clones being arrested for? What were the clones being arrested for? What was the excuse they gave them? If you remember that, put it down in the comments.
Was this betraying the Empire? Stealing? Killing? Disobeying orders?
There you go. We'll give it to you there. Dissidents, questioning and disobeying imperial orders. They called it dissidents. That's exactly correct. We're going to give you that one. We got one, knocked one out. So you're 2 for 4, 50-50. Can't be mad at that. Oh, but that is definitely going to do it for us on this one. I hope everybody out there is having an absolutely fantastic weekend or a week. And yeah, we will definitely be back on Thursday talking about the finale of invincible. So you guys have a great weekend, and yeah, we will see you in a couple days. Be easy, everybody.
Later.